What's up, guys? Andy Burns here with Soblue. Glad to be back with Taylor Holly.
Back in the booth again.
We got the final 9 action of the DGB Christmas Classic, Birmingham, Alabama. Ben Swan put on a great tournament. Taylor, just walk us through what we got here.
So, from a couple cards back in the round, Stewart, Garner was able to also shoot a hot round like Chris. Able to get up there at 8 under, so they're both leading the way.
Yeah.
A couple guys trailing, looking to make up some ground on this short 9 holes.
For sure. As you can see, hole 1, been here already. It's a par 3, 339 feet. Simple straight shot. You got the Mando to the left. You just don't want to go left into the road. So,
yeah, really want to see these guys attack this hole. First hole, this final 9 again, due to the weather conditions. We had to shorten up this tournament, so guys are only going to play 9 holes here. Not going to have a full 18, so mistakes are crucial. Birdies are big. So great shot by Chris there to start things off. Slid nicely, I think, up underneath the basket for a drop in. So great start for Chris, really putting the pressure on the rest of this card.
And here you see Stu taking that same approach. Maybe throws it a little low. Not much of a skip there either, but shouldn't have too much trouble.
Mr. LP himself.
The local pro himself.
The local phenom from T-Town. Here's Jared next on the box. Really trying to flip this putter over. That seems to be on a real great line. A little slide action, very nice.
Yes,
just short of the rocks. They're going to leave him kind of a funky putt. For Tyrion Lannister, it might not be a makeable putt, but I think Jared, standing at a solid 6'5", will be just fine putting over those rocks. And Alec electing to go forehand here. Got a little slide back off the hill, back down to the fairway, so should have an easy little approach shot there to the basket. And Darren Simpson here. Darren's a local Birmingham player. Plays George Ward a lot. Can definitely get hot, so good to see him on the card again.
Yeah, for
see
sure.
what he can do on this 9 holes. And Darren will be first up to play.
This is actually a pretty tough little putt. You don't want to go short and hit the rocks and have it roll down. A lot of players won't even run this. They'll just try to wedge it in between them. I think you kind of did that there. Yeah,
and you don't want to leave it left of the basket either. Catch the hill. You might get a gnarly roll all the way down past 2's fairway. Alec electing to go with the big jumper. Oh, and there's what you spoke of, Andy. Yikes.
He was fortunate to get it to sit there pretty quickly, but you can see it there. Stu with the jumper.
Stu giving that a great run. Definitely trying to get the putter going early. That was a good, confident run at the basket there, so he'll be looking to use that later on in the round. And Chris coming up a little shorter than I had thought, but making the birdie nonetheless. All day Dickerson, right?
All day Dickerson doing what he does.
Doing what he does.
He's just a phenomenal putter. He's shown it in this tournament.
And Alec looking for the cleanup here. Kind of be a devastating start to take a 4. Able to make a solid looking birdie.
Oh yeah, that was strong.
Absolutely. So not the birdie he's wanting on hole 1, but definitely a confident putt. So going to be looking to attack for the next 8 holes. And as I said, those rocks, not a problem for Jared. Tall enough, big enough to get over the top of them. So makes easy work of that.
Yeah. Darren with the cleanup. Stu doing the same. And there you go, hole 1. Dickerson and Neal with the 2 birdies. Everybody else with the par. And, you know, they got to kind of pick it up if they want to have any of this action at the top. So.
Again, you only got 8 more holes at this point. So hole 2 again, par 3, 365 feet, slightly uphill and to the left. Definitely want to shoot just over this shorter basket here. Flying right over the top of it is a very ideal line, and get a nice little skip slide into the back of this basket. So going to be looking for something with a little glide. Not quite so much just pure stable to the left. Just let the disc slowly glide up in there. And Chris looking to go maybe mid-range or fairway driver. Couldn't quite tell there, but looked to be on a pretty good line. Going to be a little short right of the basket, but definitely going to give him another look, as well as he's putting. It's all he can ask for right now.
Yeah, I want to say that was the F-Series from Prodigy he was throwing. So Jared looking to go with that harp, I think, which is crazy by itself.
Yeah. Uphill 365 feet, throwing harps to attack the basket.
Had a great line on it. We'll see if it's how close it is.
Stu may be electing to go Bama Slammer Destroyer, I believe. 2017 edition. Good stable destroyer. Really got that out there by that tree. Didn't quite push up the hill like he wanted to, but again, definitely still a solid shot. And a lot of torque there from Alec. Saw him really dig way down to go after it and get that disc and try to get the power he needed to get up at this basket. So just kind of tells you just how much uphill this hole is and how much it plays. A lot longer than 365.
Darren also with the backhand there, maybe just staying a little straight.
Yeah, I believe it might have been a champ strike, so may have flipped up a little bit more than he wanted on that shot there. And again, Stu not really getting up this hill like he wanted. Had the distance to get pin high, but just not able to attack it all the way left. And leaves that a little short.
Yeah, a little more work than he wants. And Darren right there at the road.
Pumped the drive. And very nice.
Little
nestle that up.
Pole touch, pole tickler. That's what I like to call it. Jared almost just going with the layup. Don't want to do anything stupid here.
A little soft run. See what kind of action Chris can get on this.
Gives it a good bid.
Wow.
Just a little offline there.
So Alec got a chance here to have the only.
Yeah, and based off the hole one putt, he's got that nice hard spin. Just a little
caught
off.
Left chain. Yep.
Yeah, so he shouldn't have any trouble with the longer putts.
Am side there would have been nice to capitalize for the only birdie on the card, but wow. And a rare yank from Stu from that 15-foot range. Jared with a nice tap in. And Stu gonna have a little more cleanup work left here. So, and this is kind of one of those early testers in the round where you just miss one from this same area, but it looks to be a lot more comfortable on that putt. So, unfortunately, gonna take the bogey. Alec's gonna tap in for a par. Chris gonna be looking to do the same here, and Darren to finish it off. So Stewart, the only one with not a par, taking the unfortunate bogey. Going to give a stroke back to Chris, and now it's gone 2 down in the first 2 holes. So going to have to make some ground up quick.
All right, so we got hole 3, 362 foot par 3. This is that nice little gap shot. You're going to fade a little to the right here, or turn if you go with that backhand. Then you got the road OB left and long, and the sidewalks, so it's a tricky little tee shot.
Yeah, most guys are going to elect to go forehand here, but like you said, that turnover backhand shot is an option. Chris played oh wow!
It looks like he did catch that sidewalk.
I believe that caught the curve. That it is a funky curve. It goes kind of to the right and then cuts back into the hole, then kind of goes down to the right again. So we'll have to see where that ended up, but appeared to be out of bounds. Jared going to get that pushed nicely down the fairway. Seems to be nice and safe. And Alec going forehand as well. We're cutting this corner tight. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Great shot.
Oh, yeah.
That was a foot from being disastrous.
Yeah, if that hits that branch, that's more than likely down in the sidewalk too.
Absolutely.
So. Darren making it another forehand as well.
Turn that over just slightly. We're going to get a huge flare skip.
Oh, yeah.
Great shot. Very nice. And this appears to be a Bama Stamp Boss, I believe. A nice little pre-flight Boss that Stu's had in his bag. Should be a pretty stable disc. Going to get this to flex out pretty quick. Whoa. Flirting with the OB line back there. Yeah, I think it rolled all the way down the road and then came back in bounds. That's crazy.
And yes, Dickerson's tee shot did land in that sidewalk. So that would be his par there. Just going to set it up there next to the pole.
Gave it a good run. Unfortunately, going to be a bogey and probably give a stroke back, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Depending if some of these guys can clean up some of these putts. Bang. Oh,
wow.
Wow. I banged him.
You did. Oh, Jared, that was Taylor. So next time you see this, that's on him.
Sorry, Jared. I'll make sure I don't buckets or bang you or anything like that anymore. Nice putt from Alec.
Yeah, nice.
Unreal that he got that far past that basket on this hole. To really get down that far is quite impressive. So.
Yeah, and he just squeezed through that branch. So
absolutely.
That just must be the play there. Stu did just come back in bounds there.
There you go. Very nice. Stu going to get the birdie to make up for the bogey on the last hole. So.
Yeah, and it's a good feeling to come back in next hole and hit the birdie putt. So
yeah, well, especially you giving up 2 strokes to Chris in the first 2 holes of the round.
Mm-hmm.
You know he just took basically a bogey because you watched him go a B and be short on his putt. So able to capitalize on the birdie and make up both of those strokes.
Yeah.
Right there in that 1 hole. So as you can see, able to get right back up to top of the lead.
Yeah, and a great deuce there by Darren, just sitting next to the basket. Takes us to hole number 4.
Yeah, hole 4, par 3, 325 feet. Got this huge tree here on the left. You want to go big hyzer route out around it and really challenge the tree line back here in the back. As you can see, the troublesome walkways are all OB. I've definitely watched some guys cut directly into the walkway and get stymied by the curb. So you're wanting to carry all those and get out to the left and try to give yourself a putt.
So Alec going to lead us off, trying to go with that pretty good hyzer. That one's looking good.
Low. Ooh, just got across that curve. Again, I knew it was a low line. Had enough right to left, but I was worried about the height coming down and landing in the middle of that curve. So I'm very fortunate to just clear the curve. Darren also going to be really low. Oof. And also just clear the curve.
Actually a little deep, so that was a great looking shot.
Very nice. And this guy in the walkway, if I remember during the round, Andy, they actually looked at this guy and they said, "Hey man, we're about to throw. Can you wait and please not walk?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't care," and just decided to proceed down the walkway. So Stu probably a little frustrated with that and trying to throw in the middle of it and did not quite get the result he wanted. And Jared going to go way out to the right.
That needs to cut.
Oh, I believe he got hung up in the trees, but I think he stayed inbounds just short of the sidewalk. We'll see when we get up there. And Chris going to get that real high line that I see most of these guys take. Gets the carry across just underneath the basket. Very nice line.
Yeah, and there's Stu, as you said, just not quite the shot he was looking for.
Oof.
Gives it a good run, though.
Yep, good bid. And Jared, well long, but again, fortunate enough coming out of the trees to not. Oh, wow. Stick 'em. I waited that time, Jared, until I saw it in. So, very nice putt. Good birdie.
Great putt. And that's too bad on the last hole. That'd been 2 great putts. It was 2 great putts, just one decided not to stick.
Alec going to be looking to keep the hot streak going here. Bang. Very nice. So that guy's heating up.
Solid putt. Yeah, he's had just sweet spot putts this whole round so far. So.
Yep. Stu going to be next to play. Gave it a good run on the birdie putt. Again, this has been the range that he had trouble with earlier, but seems to have solid that up and got that out of his mind. So great par putt to come back. And Darren going to be looking for back-to-back birdies here. Very nice.
Yep.
Good clean up spot. So Darren seemed to be heating up as well. And Chris with the CTP for the hole. Easy work left here for him. Very nice birdie. So definitely a hole you want to take care of. You got 4 of your guys did it, unfortunately, Stu. Having to deal with the bystander and maybe letting it get a little bit of the best of him, but took the par nonetheless and moved on.
It takes us to hole number 5 here. 407 feet. Another par 3. This one is just typically a big hazard for these pro players. You just got to stay clear of the trees on the right side, get it inside these sidewalks, and should have you a circle's edge putt. But just as any shot, anything can go wrong. You just got to make sure you execute.
Yeah, and play to the right basket usually helps. Not being like me and playing to the wrong basket. So that was unfortunate on my part. But Alec going big wide and right and catching that tree you were talking about, Andy. It hangs over that OB line and even out into the fairway just a little. A lot of the guys do like to challenge it, like you said, but Alec challenging it just a little too much there.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of ended up with going with an S line instead of the hyzer, which I think he planned on. Darren also going with the S line up the gut. Pretty good looking shot there. Just
Easy.
major
Ooh,
skip.
Yeah. And that's an adjustment some of these guys are having to make. You know, early in this morning rounds, a lot of snow out, so some of these discs were sticking. And now that snow's gone, ground's a little wet. Definitely getting some big flares that we've seen on the past couple of holes. So, Jared, and seeing Jared getting just the opposite.
The anti-skip.
Yeah. A little backspin action, a little English he put on his disc there, so very nice. And Chris really taking a rip at that. That's a stable disc. As much as he put on that, getting a huge skip. Played that very nice.
Yeah, and that one worked out really well. You could tell he hit his line, good height, got the skip he wanted. Stu maybe going to try the same thing.
Yeah, looking to, maybe that's, I'm not sure if that was one of those Echo Starter stories he got. No, that would look to be a little flippier than those, but so not quite coming back the way he wanted. Definitely a great run of an upshot and put it inside the box. 2 points for in the box. To let you know he's proud of it.
A little smirk action.
Yeah. And Alec with the touch upshot as well. Darren, I think, was fortunate enough to stay in, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think so.
See if he can get the turkey here. Ooh, just over the top. So not going to get the 3 in a row. Jared's going to be looking, try to go back to back.
And he's been living on the edge there.
Bang, there you
and
go.
it's another one.
He does it again. We got a little mini fist pump going, and we know how Jared can get hot. Oh!
And he's throwing the snow frisbees, so you better watch out.
What was that?
I think it's just a little piece of ice, maybe.
Oh, nice. Okay. And Chris seems to have found a nice clump of snow still on the course. Did not let it distract him, though.
No, he didn't. Very, very nice putt.
Yeah, so great job by Chris after that bogey on hole 3 to come back with back-to-back birdies. Really putting the pressure back on the field. And Darren with a little tester here left for this par cleanup. Oh, and that just came out low. I mean, the minute it came out of his hand, it didn't come out smooth, a little wobbly. And
yeah, and I feel like that's easy to do, especially after you miss one high. You don't want to do the same thing on an elevated basket. Just got in his head. There you can see it. Just got the lone bogey. Jared and Chris again with the only deuces on the card. And Jared and Stu now tied with that 8 under. Got a battle for second and even first place.
There you go. So that moves us to hole 6. It's par 3, 286 feet. Really a hole you want to drive a disc really at the big tree to the right there. You want to go over the top of all of this and try to get something that'll glide into the top where this basket is. You might see some guys go line drive left through that small grouping of trees, but most of the play here is just to go all the way over the top, as you're going to see Jared do here. Probably would have liked to gotten a little more height on that, but nonetheless, appears to have got the majority way up the hole.
Yeah, not sure how far that seemed to landed, but didn't seem to really hit anything hard. Chris going with the higher approach.
That's more the ideal line.
Oh yeah,
very nice. Easy disc. Whew, it gave a little roll for a minute. Luckily turned over and laid down. And Alec gonna get really high on this one. The last 2 drives have really come out a little right, but that had a chance to be really good.
It really
if it
did.
wouldn't have caught that tree. That was a really aggressive line. Unfortunate to catch that tree, but it did sit down. Still should give him some type of birdie look.
Yeah, without that tree, that might have been the closest tee shot I've seen on this one. Stu going with that gap shot.
Oh no,
just a little early.
Oh no. And that was again a Bama Slammer destroyer. Like it just maybe slipped out of his hand a little early. Could have been going for that line drive line. Not quite sure, but either way, coming out of the left and catching the tree. And Darren going to go with more of a line drive approach, but to that outside gap. So definitely the safest of any of the plays, I think.
Yeah.
But definitely the least rewarding because you're not near able to get up the hill like you want to. And Stu with a brilliant play.
Great shot.
He was. Using the hill, knowing the terrain, getting the skip up underneath the basket.
And that is a tight bend from where he was at. So.
Absolutely. Ooh. Jared getting a little ambitious on that one. Fortunate enough, there's a hill as a backstop, so Darren going to be looking to make a long, long run here. Very nice. Really, at that point, yeah, you're just wanting to make sure you don't hit anything right, hit those twigs, maybe a nasty roll. So it's nice of him to let that lay flat. Alec just going to leave that out. Little left.
Yeah, and that's a miss a lot of players tend to make going uphill. Just hard to commit.
So Chris going to be definitely looking to take a commanding lead here if he can get this to go in and give him a 3-stroke lead at this point in the round. See if he's able to capitalize. Oh, wow. Just leaving that short. That would have been huge. Because you'd be 4 holes left to play. He'd have a 3-stroke lead, but instead going to keep it at 2 from Jared and Stu, it looks like. So still anybody's match at this point.
And you can see there all the pars. The next 3 holes, you got 1 tough bird, hole 8. I think everybody wants to get. So I mean, there's some options here.
Absolutely.
So we got hole 7, par 3, 345 feet, wide open tee shot. You got to watch out for the power line, like we said, round 1. As long as you can get something to land low and kind of slide to this basket, it should be golden. But we'll see what these players can do here.
Yeah, biggest thing here is it's slightly uphill, and so a lot of these guys are going to try to work a disc from left to right. As you're going to see Jared and just turn over on a little too much. I think that's the common mistake because a lot of guys really want to challenge.
Just caught that big tree there too.
Yeah, a lot of guys want to challenge that small tree line over there to the left, let it come back in, and natural tendency is just to turn it over a little too much. And that looks like a great line there. That'll flex out a little. Oh yeah. Oh, did that hit the pole?
That did hit the pole.
No
oh my
way.
Goodness.
Wow.
Great shot.
Great shot by Chris. Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, and I mentioned sliding it to the pole. You might as well just hit the pole.
Just hit the pole. Why not? That's a smooth looking forehand there. Easy. Ooh, wow. That took a huge skip.
And he's going to have to watch for the sidewalk, actually.
There, yeah. I'm telling you, the terrain has definitely changed for this afternoon round, so these guys are getting a lot more flare skips, a lot more movement on their finishes than they were used to in the first round.
Stu kind of going with that slide.
And yeah, if he got that up about another 5 feet, that was on a really good line.
Yeah.
And Darren maybe throwing that champ strike again. I'm not quite sure, but this looks to be on a very good line as well.
It does.
Get up a little bit. And you can't quite tell the slide action that he might have gotten, but definitely.
I think if the nose was just a touch more up.
Maybe a foot, yeah.
Stu going to look for this pretty long jumper.
Good line.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That was an incredible run.
It was. That would have been huge, too.
That would have been huge.
Chris is right there at it.
Right.
So.
Really needed that one to kind of stay in this match.
I'm not sure if he was in or out there. We'll see here in a second.
Yeah, I did not get a ruling from the official. So Jared, again, knowing that Chris under the basket, really need to make a move here. Wow. Gave it a run, though.
Yeah, he did.
Definitely leave it short. Kind of had to, though. As you said, 8 seems to be a pretty easy birdie for these guys, so you got to think that's in Jared's mind. Thinking, I've got to get this to stay within 2 and maybe hope I can get one somewhere between 8 and 9 and Chris makes a mistake. But, oh, wow. A little stick 'em on the edge of that disc.
Yeah, a good putt there by Darren for sure.
Clean up by Alec. Jared going to clean up. So trying to keep it close as best he can. Again, Chris has got this to kind of take a 3-stroke lead, which at this point in the round is pretty huge. Kind of untangle a few chains there. Don't want anything to mess with it at this point.
No.
I'm trying to close this match out. So great birdie. That was an unbelievable shot.
Yeah, and you got to think if you're him, almost just going to these next 2 holes safe.
That's it. Don't do anything silly. So taking that 3-stroke lead over Stu and Jared. So real big. We got hole 8 here. Is a par 3, 262 feet. The road here is not OB, so you'll see a lot of these guys be aggressive and maybe flare it across the road or skip across the road, but really just want to take dead aim at this hole. Pretty straight. You do have a little ravine here, as you can see, that may give you some awkward footing if you land in it for a putt, but no real danger on this hole. So these guys are going to be looking to attack. And Chris is going to lead us off. Again, knowing he's got this 3 strokes in mind, really just wanting to be anywhere around this basket to give himself some kind of look.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty good, close to the basket. So
somewhere around it, underneath it, you know, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, and maybe Darren can do the same. Just turns over on it a little bit too early.
And actually, fortunate enough, I think he caught a little baby limb for a minute, slowed it down, and that could have gotten way out of hand.
And here we got Jared. That's got to be his. That's got to be the Marshall alert.
Marshall alert? Oh, Marshall alert.
Oh yeah, that's.
I'll tell you what else. That might be Ace
Get
alert.
it in.
Wow, great run. And again, knew some of these guys at some point would take dead aim at this basket. So great run by Jared there. Beautiful throw. Stu going to be looking to flex the forehand. Needs it to spike, and it does.
Nice little anti-skip.
Yep, nice little English. Bring that disc back.
And Alec going to do the forehand as well.
Looks like that came out a little high. Got away from them there. So
yeah, and let's take a look at Jared's form here on this backhand. What do you see here?
Well, maintaining balance. Got a real straight stand up all the way through. And just as you can see there, great pull with his core. Disc is straight across the plane of his chest, and again maintaining a straight line all the way through, head to toe.
Yeah,
balanced
for sure.
it in, and obviously led to a great shot on this next run.
Yeah,
so.
I think a lot of people don't think about staying on balance through your follow through.
Absolutely, yeah. Again, just a picture perfect shot of what you should be doing. Guys at home, definitely go back and watch that one because it's what we all need to practice some. So Darren, unfortunately, like man, it had some faulty footing, not quite able to get that to the basket, but. Alec really trying to dial this in here.
Another one just left.
And at this point, Jared and Stu are fighting for that. You'd think second place probably. Yeah. So big putt for Jared there. He's played about as hot as you can. I think just maybe had too many strokes to make up from the first round, but he's been tearing this back 9 up. And Stu needs this to stay in a tie for second place. Very nice. So
yep.
Keeping it close. Again, gonna be tough to make up 3 strokes in the one hole, but fighting with Jared for this second place spot right here. So a couple great shots by those 3 guys. They were all 3 able to capitalize and take those birdies, moving on the whole 9.
Yeah. So here you got hole 9, our finishing hole for this round. Par 3, 263 feet. Goes uphill the whole way. Easy to bail out left too early and kind of challenge this fence. But you really want to try to slightly turn something over and just climb the hill. You want the 2, but at the same time it's more difficult than it seems.
Yeah, and it's real easy to, again, you're throwing uphill, so as a righty you naturally it's going to come out early and fade left. So real easy to kind of challenge this OB line to the left and possibly let one get away from you. But Chris making the safe play there, keeping it low, throwing it out into the fairway, knowing that he can afford to take a 3 to bring it home. So Jared going to give this a big run. Not sure if that was
that needs to kick
Harper or Marshall, but oh wow, it actually stuck up in the. Oh no! Stop! Wow, that that was close to being real bad.
It was.
That's crazy. As you can see, folks, that
and
wall.
That's a big play here for Stu.
Knowing you can try to get aggressive and maybe pick up the birdie in the sole second place. Didn't quite turn over. Looks like he wanted to come a little more right than it did. But
I think he's maybe 20 though. I mean, he's in
gotta
a good spot.
Gotta have the better putt for sure after what Jared's disc did. So, and I think Darren and Alec at this point are actually fighting a real close battle for 4th place. I believe they're both tied for 4th. So those 2 guys definitely trying to make something happen on this last hole.
Yeah.
And another smooth forehand by Alec.
Sure
didn't get any kind of flare skip on this up the hill. That's nice. Shot. Very nice shot.
There you see Chris just laying up, taking the.
That's it. You want to take the take the W. I don't think he was really trying to run that at all. Definitely didn't want to hit the cage and roll back down the hill by any means. So purposely threw it over the basket.
Right.
A lot of people wouldn't think about that. That's what he's doing, but that's what he did there to make sure he played safe.
What a putt.
Yeah, what a great putt by Jared. Great birdie. Again, just absolutely tore this front nine up. So big pressure putt by Stu here. This would be to keep him in a tie for second place. Oh, and that we saw that once earlier in the round, just that 15-foot maybe, kind of something to do with it, a little grip lock and finish right. So unfortunate for Stu there. Looks like he's going to have to settle for third place. Darren with a huge putt.
Great putt to end it.
Yep, and from where Alec is at, parked underneath the basket, that's probably going to make sure that he maintains a tie for fourth place. So good job for him there. Stu got a little work left to do here. Very nice cleanup. Going to take the par. Again, unfortunately, going to drop him back to solo third, but great tournament by Stu nonetheless.
Yeah, can't be upset.
No. And Alec making his birdie putt to keep him in a tie for fourth, I believe, and there's your champion.
Yep. He played great all tournament. And
putted great as well.
Yeah.
Really kept him in it. And again, Jared played hot this round, but Chris did just good enough to stay there and take home the W. So
yeah, so as always, guys, appreciate you for watching. There you can see the final results. Be on the lookout for the 2018 season. This is the last one of the year. Definitely help support us. We appreciate all the love.
enjoyed it, guys. Can't wait to be back in 2018. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. Peace.
Peace.